oil's up. We're going to finish this van off. Doesn't matter how long it takes us, but it all started with one of these, which is a glitter cannon. Keep watching.
You dickhead. My God. Jesus, I almost took my head off. I'm regretting my decision to come up here already. Look at the state of the van now. What even was that? A cannon thing?
Man glitter?
Oh my God.
What twat hoovers the roof?
Because the glitter's up on the roof. Right, after almost having my head blown off with that cannon, as you can tell, I'm back up in Liverpool, back with Neil, because this week we're going to be doing more work on the van. This week's job: fit a bubble heater to get hot water up and running inside the van and get the overhead storage done and installed, and a few other random jobs. But as always, I will take you along, show you what we get up to, and hopefully by the end of this week I should have a 99.9% finished van. Let's see how this week goes.
It might so help if you use the right ones, like.
Right, what?
Bits of wood. 46.
Right, the framework for the above bed storage is going in. We're getting everything square by eye. Or maybe not square.
Squirtle.
As square as possible.
It's a bloody van.
Yeah, nothing in the van is square whatsoever, so everything's being done by eye and trying to line up with previous lines in the van. But the two main battens, which are going to support the actual unit, are in. Oh, not bad that, sir.
It's all the one, you know.
Not bad. Here we go. Now the cupboard frame is actually done. Time now what? Ply on the side.
Ply the bottom. Ply the bottom, and then we'll ply the sides. Then we can do doors.
We're getting there. Let me tell you, this looks unreal. Well, 1 week and a half later, and hours and hours and hours of video footage filmed, I'm now going to try and explain and show you exactly what we've done this week while I've been up here with Neil and Emma. As you can probably tell, a lot of the van build videos recently have been far more time lapses and sped up footage, purely for the reason that I just wanted to get this van finished. So instead of setting up every shot to film each individual screw going in, I've just set up the camera, done a time lapse, which has meant less talking, less explaining, but actually it means more work has finally been done. And I'm happy to tell you and show you in a second that the van is 99.9% finished. I know I said that at the start of the video, but honestly, apparently when you do a van conversion, it's never actually completely finished. So anyway, let me show you what we've been up to, because as always, whenever I do anything with Neil, we just make a hell of a lot of progress. 10, 12-hour days, lots of random jobs in between, which is why this video has been scattered all over the place. This is what Mary is now looking like. An actual, proper home on wheels. It is absolutely ridiculous how much we've done this week and how much of a transformation it is every single day that we work on this van. So where to begin? I don't even know, because as I said, this is just so random. Each day we've been doing little things. I'm completely forgotten where I'm at in terms of the filming, but I'll try and go through it now. One of the main jobs, and personally one of my favorite things that we've done, was to add some edging strip around the window frame and also the frame of the bed. This obviously completely tidies it up because there were cracks and stuff behind here. It now actually looks like a proper professional job, and for me it also helps to break up the colour of the green. So as you can probably tell, the look that I'm semi going for in here is a bit of nature, a bit of a cabin vibe, and these oak edging strips really help with that. Obviously, two big additions are now the storage unit above the bed and the storage unit above the kitchen. Neil is an absolute artist, because the way he scribed this round the ceiling is absolutely ridiculous. All that's left to do on this is, when I get home, I'm just going to get some wood filler, fill in these screw holes so they're not visible, and paint it the same colour as the wall, so paint that green so it blends in nicely. Also need to put some edging strip on there to tidy all of that up. But as you can see in here, there is so much more space now. What's also nice is it hides the Wi-Fi unit, so it just makes everything look so much neater and tidier. We've got 4 hinges on there, because it is a very, very heavy door. We were thinking about splitting it down the middle, but I just thought, why not? Let's just have one big kitchen cupboard. So obviously, eventually when I get on the road, I can put pots, pans, plates, cutlery, all that fun stuff in there. And exactly the same for this one. This one above the bed, I'll probably keep my clothes in. It's even bigger than the one in the kitchen. Absolutely massive. And again, it nicely hides this kind of hole that we cut in previously. So having the 2 drawers in here now, as with everything in here, is just a huge upgrade. I don't know how many more times I can use that word in the video title, upgrade, but honestly it's because every time we come in here and do something, to me it just feels like such a massive improvement and an upgrade. The TV, I'm not going to go into detail about now, you'll see that in the next video. Oh, also forgot to mention, we've got an LED strip light underneath the kitchen with a switch here. It makes a hell of a difference, because obviously the cupboard is blocking the light being able to actually go on the kitchen workspace. So with that light now, it just means it's going to make things a lot easier at night. Another thing in the kitchen which we've added is this extendable worktop. A lot of people asked in the previous video, Will, where are you going to be able to chop veg and all that stuff? And my intention the whole time was to build pretty much what we've done, which is a hinged up extension worktop. So veg, fruit, chicken, whatever the heck you want, can be chopped on here. The only maybe slightly annoying thing is you have to take the cushions off, but again, remember, this is a small space. You literally have to make do with what you can. We would have liked to have brought this out to be flush with the existing worktop, but this was the last piece of worktop that I actually had left over, so it's absolutely fine and it's going to be super useful. It's just on 2 hinges. And it slots under there, and then the pillows can go back on. Which, on the topic of pillows, I'll put a video on the screen. We went and picked all of these up from Facebook Marketplace. Emma found them from a lady in Liverpool. Come on, Neil. Oh. In you go. I think I paid £50 and we literally had about 15 pillows. This isn't the fabric or the colours that I'm actually going to go for. We just haven't had time at the moment to refabricate them and put them a different colour. So that'll be a future job. As I said, there's all these little details and things that I'm going to change as I start to spend a little bit more time in here. But the progress is just through the roof. It looks proper in here now, even if that's a thing. It just looks amazing. One of my favourite things is the fact that we've actually managed to cover up the bulkhead, and now inside here, it's a bit dark in there, there's actually storage. So I can put jackets, shoes, whatever I want in there. The reason we have had to do it in 3 pieces is because of where the cupboard comes out. So we just cut the middle out and then it opens up like that, and again there's these little latches on it which keep the door in place. There are literally another 50 more jobs that we've done in the van this week, but they've all just been quite small and niggly jobs. The 2 main jobs was obviously the storage units, which are now in, and also this bulkhead, which is now done. Another job we had to do was fix my swivel seat because it was really rattling and moving around. One of these bolts, hold on a second, one of these bolts had actually popped out of it. But Neil ended up teaching me how to weld, which is extremely difficult. I don't think welding is for me whatsoever, and to be honest, just DIY stuff. But as always, whenever I come and spend time with Neil and Emma, I learn so much about all of this, and honestly could not be happier with how it looks and the outcome, because this for the first time feels like a proper home on wheels. I can cook, I can go to bed, I can have at least 3 or 4 people in here socialising, playing card games. I can now at least host people, because whenever I go to these van events I'm scrounging off other people just because I've never had a proper kitchen set up. So we are there. We are literally almost 100% there, and my plans, who knows what my plans are. I'll save that for a future video, because as I said in the video after this one, I do a little bit more of a detailed video about the bobble water heater, which basically is going to enable me to have hot water running out of the tap, and I'll also show you how I installed the 12-volt TV. I know you guys like watching me swear and cut my fingers off and make mistakes, but purely for the reason of just wanting to get this van finished and make some actual progress, I've just had to time-lapse everything to speed things along, just so instead of talking and moving a camera, we can just work. And it makes editing 100 times easier and quicker as well. Please do me a huge favour. Go over to Neil and Emma's channel, Urban Van Life, and hit subscribe. Tell them I sent you, because without Neil, there's no doubt that any of this would be possible. I literally think probably without Neil I would have just given up and burnt the van, because filming a van build, honestly, it drives you mad sometimes, and then when you're trying to film it and you don't really know what you're doing and you still want to do a good job, it's infuriating. So as always, I've learned so much from my time up here, so please make sure you go over to their channel and subscribe. I'll leave a link in the description. Let me know what videos you guys would like to see in the future with the van. My plan is to potentially live in it full time and head out on the road for summer, because it's done now, so why not? We need to get on the road, have some adventures, and just have some fun in it. Anyway, I'm going to end this one here. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, I will catch you in the next video.